Hi, I'm Lacy Weston. We all have something in common, challenges. We never know what the person next to us has been through or is going through in their life. That's why I wrote a story and book of my personal journey titled She Was Worth It All. Well, now that story has been brought to life with the help of filmmaker Don Hahn. Watch the episodes of Lacy Weston Shares, be inspired, and realize you're not alone. The next step in my life. And it's interesting because I learned and realized in that first year how much life I wasn't living. Because when you're in bodybuilding, it's a very, very selfish sport. You've got to, when you do a competition, say Mr. California, for example, it's once a year. So if you don't place well, you have to wait a whole year to do it again.
Oh my God, it's like the Rose Parade.
Exactly, right, exactly. That's right, right. So, and every event is like that. So you're focused on months, weeks, hours, days. And so that's a lot of your life going by. You're cooking and cleaning all the time. I mean, you're eating I was eating 5,000 calories a day.
What were you eating? What were your meals like in your regimen?
Breakfast would have been cantaloupe, at least two small potatoes, 2 shoulder cuts of steak. Because I would have steak for breakfast, chicken at lunch, and fish for dinner. It's easy to digest. Fish before bed, more so than it would be steak. So I would have and a huge bowl of oatmeal, which would mean a serving of oatmeal is about 150 calories, right? So I'd have about 10 servings in one serving. That was my breakfast. And so I had to do 5,000 calories a day. So if I didn't get 3,500 calories in by noon, I wasn't going to make it. So I had to start early in the morning to get these calories in. And I did that because being natural, not on steroids, you had to make it up with the food. Most guys would be eating a lot of calories, but I had to eat more. And I never really went past 200 pounds. I just couldn't get over it. And that's why they wanted me to do steroids, because I couldn't break that 200-pound mark. The highest I got was 195. And so the category I competed in was light heavy, which is 196, so I had to, 176 to 198 and a quarter is what it was. So I usually came in about like 182, 184, but the other guys were at the top of the weight, which would be like right at 198. So I just couldn't quite swing it. But like I said, once I decided to stop, this whole world opened up, and I realized, okay, all this life I wasn't living, And I know friends that started telling me, Lacy, you're not smiling like you used to be. You used to always have this smile. You're always really happy. Well, I wasn't, because I realized I wasn't living out the dream I had in mind, And if it weren't for the steroids, I would have kept going. But the fact that they kept pushing the whole thing about the steroids, I realized this whole idea I had my entire life about being a world champion, about opening a training studio, all these different things. I realized, wow, it's probably not going to happen exactly as I thought it was going to happen. And I had to rethink, and I realized, okay, so I'm 22. What's next? I have my son that I'm not seeing. I've got to stop competition because of the steroids. What am I going to do?
I hear it.
Let's pause just for a second, and I'll email Spawn. Just if you're cold. Yeah, please, let's take 5.
Yeah, drink.
It's great, Lacy, really good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I wish I had met him.